अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ
अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ
कमलनयना हे माधवा
कमलनयना हे माधवा
अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ
अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ
कमलनयना हे माधवा
कमलनयना हे माधवा
करुणासागर कालियनर्तन
करुणासागर कालियनर्तन
करुणासागर कालियनर्तन
करुणासागर कालियनर्तन
हे कृपा सिन्धो कृष्ण
हे कृपा सिन्धो कृष्ण
हे कृपा सिन्धो
हे कृपा सिन्धो
अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनाम
अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा
आदिमूला नारायणा
आदिमूला नारायणा
विश्वरूपा विश्वाधारा
विश्वरूपा विश्वधारा
विश्वेश्वर हे नारायणा
विश्वेश्वर हे नारायणा
विश्वरूपा विश्वाधारा
विश्वरूपा विश्वधारा
विश्वेश्वर हे नारायणा
विश्वेश्वर हे नारायणा
भवभयहरणा दीनोद्धरणा
भवभयहरणा दीनोद्धरणा
भवभयहरणा Om Namo Narayanaaya.
Om Namo Narayanaya.
Om Namo Narayanaaya.
Om Namo Narayanaya.
Om Namo Narayanaaya.
Om Namo Narayanaya.
Antaryascha bahirvidhutatimiram jyotirmayam shashvatam sthanam prapya virajate vinamatam ajnanamunmulayan Pashyan vishwamapidamullasati yo vishwasya pare paraha tasmai shri ramanaya lokagurave shokasya mantre namaha tasmai shri ramanaya lokagurave shokasya mantre namaha. Let us chant to verse number 6 together. Karturajñaya prapyate phalam karma kim param karma tarjanam kritimaho dadhau padana karanam phalam shashvatam gati nirodhakam ईश्वरार्पितं नेच्छया कृतं चित्तशोधकं मुक्तिसाधकं कायवाङ्मनः कार्यमुत्तमं पूजनं जपचिन्तनं क्रमात् जगत ईषधीयुक्तसेवनम् अष्टमूर्तिभृदेव पूजनम् उत्तमस्तवादुच्चमन्दतः चित्तजं जप ध्यानमुत्तमम् चित्तजं जप ध्यानमुत्तमम्. In the first verse itself, Bhagavan makes it very clear where we go wrong. It's a beautiful verse in Viveka Chudamani, where Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastu upalabdhaye. What is the purpose of action? Let us be very clear about that. What is the purpose of action? We think the purpose of action is to fulfill the desire and be happy. That is because of our wrong understanding about life. What is the purpose of action then? Chittasya shuddhaye karma. Action is to purify the mind. The same point is mentioned here. Chitta shodhakam mukti sadhakam. Why do we need a pure mind? Pure mind is needed in order to know our own self. What is the purpose of life? Know yourself as you are. That is the purpose. How be the purpose of life, knowing myself? You are already infinite. You are already immortal. You are already perfect. There is nothing which you need to gain. Perfection is your nature. But when we don't know ourselves, when we misunderstand ourselves to be the body, then we misunderstand ourselves to be finite, imperfect, unhappy. And then we start searching for happiness in the outer world. Action should not be to search happiness in the outer world. Action should be to purify that medium which is obstructing me from knowing myself. What is that medium? Mind is a medium. Though I am infinite and immortal, why is it that I am not able to know myself as I am? That is because of the impure mind. So then what should we do? Purify the mind. That purified mind will be mukti sadhava, will help us in gaining mukti, in gaining our true knowledge about ourselves. So let there be clarity with regard to what is the purpose of life. Where am I going? Why am I doing what am I doing? But if that is not done, if actions are performed with wrong intention, then what will happen? Kruti mahodadho patanakaranam. Cause will be fall. Very same action will keep on binding me. And how do I know I am bound? Tension, worry, stress, anxiety, misery. They are all indications that I am bound. They are all symptoms of bondage. Just like what is a symptom of fever? Temperature. First thing they test this. Oh, you have fever. So in the same way, what is the symptom that I am bound? What are you talking? Suddenly I am free. You are not free. Psychological bondage is what we are talking about. We are not talking of physical bondage. It's a beautiful subhashita. Ashanam manushyanam kachit ascharya shrinkhala yaya baddha pradhavanti muktastishtati panguvat. Asha nama ascharya shrinkhala. Asha, desires. It's a very strange chain. Desire is a very strange chain. Yaya baddha pradhavanti. When somebody is chained, what happens to that person? He is not able to move, isn't it? But this chain is different. The bound runs around, totally restless, can't sit quiet in a place. Whereas mukta, who are free from this desire, they sit as though that person is a lame person. You see? Desires make us run around, do all unwanted things in life. Asha. So therefore, before we enter into this world, start our living, first thing is, why am I living? What is the purpose of life? Why did I come to this world with this physical body? Let there be clarity. It is exactly like, first, if you want to walk, what is the first thing you do? Open your eyes. No, Swamiji, I have no time to open my eyes. I am very busy walking. Where are you going? I don't know where I am going, but I am going somewhere. Somewhere will not do. There should be a purpose of any action. Purpose should be an intelligent purpose. Isn't it? I want to go towards a destination, but I am driving in the opposite direction. First get the map, then drive. mistake is pointed out in the first verse itself. Where are we going wrong? And a heavy price has to be paid. Kruti Maha Udadhau. In an ocean of action. Ocean of action means what? One birth, you perform a lot of action, you die, again you come back. For what? For performing action. Again come back. Mahaudati. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani Jatare Shayanam. Again and again come back. Enter into the mother's womb. Again live your life. Perform a lot of action. Be repentant in the end. Again come back. What is this? Unending birth-death cycle. This is called as law. And we come here only to suffer. Don't think anybody is happy here. Everybody is miserable. Everybody is imagining this, others are happy. Nobody is happy. How can you say, Swamiji, that everybody is miserable? Bhagavan said it. Dukkhalayam. This word described by Bhagavan. Bhagavan who is the creator of the world. What is this creator of the world saying? Not Sukhalayam. Not Anandalayam. Dukkhalayam. Bhagavan, how can you say this? Dukkhalayam. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, Dukkha, Doshan, Darshan. Tell me, when are you happy? The auspicious beginning itself is a crying out. When you come out of the womb, Shankhanadam, what is that? Loud cry. If you don't cry, two beating. The beginning itself is not auspicious, it is inauspicious. With crying, you enter the battlefield of life. Janma, Mrityu, the final reality of this life is misery. Jara, old age, just like that you will not die. One by one, limb will become weak. Some growth here, some growth there, all the time worried. I don't know what is growing inside. My God. A time comes when sitting becomes a problem, standing becomes a problem. Seeing becomes a problem, hearing becomes a problem, anything can go. You think this is a joy to exist in this body? If you think it is a joy, then Moodhamate you are. That's a word. These are the wonderful names given to us. Moodha. Ahankara Vimudha. PhD degree in ignorance. Janma, painful. Mrityu, painful. Jara, old age, painful. Vyadhi, varieties of disease, painful. You see, any person who is intelligent, who is wise, who is sensitive, will know that, my God, life is nothing but misery. How to come out of it? I have little time, few years. What should I do? So that I can put an end to this suffering. Can I come out of this jail, this prison? This itself is a prison. I am jailed in this body. Is there a way out? Yes, there is a way out. What is the way out? Purify your mind first. Ishwararpitam na ichchayarpitam. This is the way. Purify the mind and then employ the mind in self-inquiry. Know yourself to be infinite immortal. Matter is over. And that's all what we need to do. Everybody is fit for this path. Follow the instructions of the masters. Follow the instruction of the scriptures. Walk the path. Be free. See, all this text, why is it written? It is written out of compassion. Antaryascha bahir vidhuta timiram jyotirmayam shashvatam sthanam prapti Who is Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi? A person who has attained that Jyotirmayam Shashvatam Sthanam. He has attained to that abode of perfection, abode of consciousness. What did he do? Antaryascha Bahihi Vidhutatimiram. This darkness of ignorance he has destroyed from inside and outside. And now he is established in that supreme state. Virajate. Now what is he doing? Vinamatam Ajnanam Unmulaya. He is uprooting the ignorance of those seekers who have come with all humility, those who have surrendered unto him. He is removing this ignorance. Pashyan Vishwam Api Idam Ullasati. Even though he is also living like us in this terrible, miserable, painful body, but what is his condition? Ullasati. He is in full joy. Why? Vishwasya Pare Paraha. He has gone beyond this material world. He has transcended this world of matter. To that Ramana, our prostration. See, so the masters have walked the path. They are established there. They say, come this path. I have already reached there. Now you also come. This is a well-tested path. You are not a guinea pig. Many have walked this path. Bahavo jnana tapasa bhuta madbhavamagata. Very many have already walked, Arjuna, and they have reached me. So you can also, it is just a choice in life. You have a choice. You can choose to continue your unintelligent way of living and become miserable in this world. Year after year, birth after birth, choice is there. Or you can make a choice to exit from this miserable world. Choice is yours. Devan devayajo yanti, pitran yanti pitruvrata, bhutani yanti bhutejya, yanti madhyajanodima. Those who choose the world of devatas, they go there. World of bhutas, they go there. But those who choose me, they come to me. See? So make the right choice. That is why satsang is considered to be the greatest blessing. Because in satsang, you will know how to live, what to desire in life. The law of this cosmos is you will get whatever you desire. That's the law. Whatever you sincerely desire from the depth of your heart, a day will come when it will manifest. That is the law of this cosmos. You know why? Because the desire is Bhagavan himself. Who is this Jivatma? He is Bhagavan himself. So any desire which you sincerely have will come to pass. Now the question is what to desire. You can make wrong desires, you can make right desires. You can have right desires. And how do I know which is the right desire? Come to satsang. In satsang people tell you. The scriptures will tell you, the masters will tell you what to desire. All our study group, what is the purpose of study group? To know what to desire. To have clarity with respect to what to desire. Because the law is whatever you desire, it will manifest. Whatever you sincerely desire, you will have time for it. Whatever you sincerely desire, you will work hard for it. Therefore, whatever you sincerely desire, you will get it. No, Swamiji, I desire it, but I don't work for it. That means you are not desiring it. It is impossible that you are sincerely desiring something and you are not working for it and you have no time for it. If somebody is telling like that, he is a liar. Swamiji, I badly want to come to your satsang, but what to do, Swamiji? See, it is a law of the cosmos. So now, satsang is very, very important because it tells us what to desire. There can be dangerous desires, there can be auspicious desires. This is how masters guide us. They tell us both the way. See, if you take this path, this is what you will end up. In the beginning it may be wonderful, but in the end you are going to hell only. Whereas this path, it may be appearing difficult, but in the end it is all blessedness. So make use of your life. Don't waste your life. Time is precious. Every the child can go out, let them play, close the door. First day, some children came and played. No talking. Okay. Yes. So, this is the glory of satsang. It tells us what to desire, what to work hard for. Life is precious, time is precious. Every transaction in this world can be tuned spiritually or tuned materially. Every transaction. Life is nothing but series of transactions, series of handling situations. How am I handling this situation? Am I handling this situation in a way that I progress spiritually, or I bind myself? Transaction is never a problem, but with what attitude you transact, that decides everything. Spirituality is not running away from the world. No. People have this wrong notion. Give up all responsibility and run away into the Himalayas, and that is spirituality. No. Neyasya nitya sannyasi yona dveshtina kakshati nirdando hi mahabhavo sukham bandha pramuchyate. See the definition of a sannyasi in Bhagavad Gita. Who is a sannyasi? Neyasya nitya sannyasi. Know him to be a true sannyasi. Nirdvandvaha, the one who keeps his mind equanimous amidst ups and downs of life. Sannyasi is not a person who escapes from life. He faces life, he faces all challenges, but the difference is a samsari is tossed up and down by the pairs of opposites. The world is nothing but pairs of opposites only. Sukha, dukha, mana, apamana, labha, nashta, ninda, stuti. Honor, dishonor, praise, criticism, victory, loss. This is life. But amidst all these ups and downs, what is your state of mind? Samatvam yoga uchyate. Equanimity of mind is yoga. So why should we study Bhagavad Gita? We should study Bhagavad Gita because every one of us, we are in a battlefield. Arjuna may have a battlefield, but we all are in battlefield. Family life is a battlefield. Professional life is a battlefield. You should know how to wage the war. Otherwise, you will only be receiving the arrows from the outer world. So therefore, this knowledge gives you that strength to remain undisturbed amidst ups and downs of life. So how I can transact in this world intelligently in such a way that every transaction becomes a stepping stone towards my evolution towards spirituality. And that is intelligent living. As I am transacting with the world, as I am fulfilling my duties and responsibilities in the world, am I growing spiritually? Every transaction should purify the mind. It should prepare the mind for the highest meditation. Then everything is fine. So how should you live? Jagata ishadhi yukta sevanam ashtamurti dhrit Deva Pujanam. Jagatas Sevanam should become Deva Pujanam. Fulfilling the duties and responsibilities should become worship of God, and that should lead to purification of mind. If this is happening, beautiful, you are blessed. But remember, for that knowledge is necessary. And where do you get the knowledge from? Satsang, from scriptures, from Atmas. Ajnana timirandhasya jnananjana shlakaya chakshurunmilitam yena. No, you open the eyes. Cataract surgery he does. So what are the different ways of purifications of karma? Yoga is one. Then comes bhakti yoga. In bhakti yoga, what are the things to be done? Puja, japa, and dhyana. So puja, we saw what is puja? Serving the world with the attitude of I am serving Bhagavan himself. That is puja. That is the highest puja. It's not easy puja, no? Murti puja is very easy. This puja, even difficult people, I consider them as needs of my purification. I don't hate them. If I hate a person, then I consider that as my weakness. I am imperfect, that is why I am hating that person. This way you must see. Not disliking anybody. You may avoid people, but don't dislike them. Jagata Ishadhi Yuktasena. Every situation is God sent. Every person is God sent. For my evolution, for my purification. This should be the attitude. Gurudev himself, when he used to speak about scriptures. So Gurudev, when he came to Bangalore, he said, "Where is my puja samagri?" Nobody saw Gurudev doing puja and all that. What? Puja samagri? Yeah, my pen, my paper, my study table. That is my puja samagri. You see? When I speak to the audience, it is my worship. That is my puja. Bhagavan is seated in the hearts of everyone. I am invoking that Lord with my lecture. So he considered giving talk as his puja. You see? So that way every profession can be a puja. So that is puja. Then comes japa. So what are the different stages? No, first one? Stavanam. Stotram chanting. Then stick to one name, Uccha japa. Then Manda japa. Then Chittajam japa. As you go higher and higher, you become more and more silent. Because silence is your nature. Noise is not your nature. Noise is the nature of ego. Ego is very noisy. That's why if your mind is chattering too much, know for sure your heart is ruled by the ego. These are all symptoms. You sit in meditation. Swamiji, my mind is chattering so much. You are the first chapter of Gita. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. In first chapter, who is chattering? Arjuna is chattering. Krishna, what is he doing? He is not given an opportunity to speak. Krishna, put my chariot in between the two. I want to know who is going to buy. Blah, blah, blah. Just finally got tired, fell down, unconscious, not even able to hold the bow. Bhagavan said. Then Gita started. When you become silent, he speaks to you. When ego surrenders, then the chattering of the mind also becomes silent. These are all the indications, you see. So many indications are there. Whether we listening to Bhagavan or not. How much we are ruled by the ego. Chattering and ego, they go together. Noise, ego, they go together. Surrender, silence, they go together. This how we know, yes, Bhagavan is happy with me, is pleased with me. Yes, I have truly surrendered. Otherwise, how will you know? When I have surrendered, mind is quiet. Mind is in a listening mode. It is tuned to the divine. And when that tuning happens, you clearly, intuitively understand the divine will. And then you have to just implement it after coming out of meditation. You will never regret in life if your decisions are guided by the divine. You will never regret. But if you go against the divine will, a time will come and you will regret. This is the way we have to live our life. So, we are talking of japa. So, loud japa then becomes manda japa, chitta japa, japa becomes silence. Finally, there is only dhyana, there is silence. There is only divine. Japa becomes a means to turn our attention to God. And once attention has turned, japa has served its purpose. And japa is not needed. Then we enter into dhyanam. Now, instructions are about dhyana. Now, the first instruction, verse number 7. Ajyadharaya shrotasasamam
Ajyadharaya shrotasasamam
sarala chintanam viralatah param
Sarala chintanam viralatah param
Ajyadharaya srotasasamam
Ajyadharaya shrotasasamam
sarala chintanam viralatah param.
Sarala chintanam viralatah param.
Yes. Now, meditation can be of two types based on the quality of meditation. Based on the quality, there are two types. What are the two types? Virala Chintanam and Sarala Chintanam. What is Virala Chintanam? Interrupted meditation. Sarala Chintanam, uninterrupted meditation. So what is interrupted meditation? For some time mind is in God, then again it goes out into the sense world, again come back, again goes out. There is interruption. What is Sarva Chintanam? Uninterrupted, spontaneous, effortless, continuous, steady meditation. How? Ajyadharaya srotasasana. Two examples are given. Like Ajyadhara, Ajya means ghee, clarified butter. Dhara, not the solid ghee, melted ghee. Actually, solid ghee, not that. So, heat it and then it falls. You can't even make out that it is going. See, steady. Not like water. Or even oil also. Steady. That is how the mind is. But then when you pour, there is effort, isn't it? So second example is now Srotasasana. How that river flows. Effortless. So effortless, steady, continuous, uninterrupted. This is how the mind should think of God. That is called as Sarala Chintana. So Sarala Chintana is definitely better than Virala Chintana. Just because it is better, you cannot choose. Okay. So since Sarva Chintanam is better, let me choose Sarva. Everybody has to go through Virala Chintanam, and with practice you attain Sarva Chintanam. So one is better than the other doesn't mean there is a choice available. Everybody has to. That is true in every field. A child, how does he learn to walk? From the womb itself, he doesn't come out left, right, march past. No, he has to fall many times. And every time he falls, he learns something subtle. Because every fall is associated with pain. As the child flips, it's a great achievement. He celebrates. It's a great achievement. We are not seeing the world of a child. That's why we don't know. After a few months when the child flips, oh my God, because you see, earlier the world was only the world of ceiling. The moment flip happens, the whole world has changed. And the child learns how to sit. That's a great achievement. Because now height has come. The view has changed. Just like, you climb a mountain and you see everything. You sit. But then sitting is associated with risk, danger. When you are lying down flat, there is no fear of fall. When you have not attained any height, where is the question of fall? But as you go higher and higher, there is a fear of fall. Children who sit sometimes, they lose balance and go and it's pain. A lesson has been learned. What is the lesson? Have to be careful. Next time you will be careful. You see, slowly, he grows in alertness. Then somehow he becomes stable sitting. Now comes standing. Higher you go, the greater the alertness. Higher you go, the greater the pain of fall. Pain is also going on increasing. So higher you go, the greater the alertness. All these are applicable in the path of yoga also. As you are doing sadhana, there is more and more peace, the more and more, strength. Everything comes to you, but there is a price of alertness which you have to pay. When you are living a careless, indulgent, sensuous life, no alertness is necessary. I heard a joke. One person said, I can jump through the ring, fire ring. I can jump. Oh, what is so great? I can jump even without a ring. Once you start gaining a joy of spirituality, the higher joy of spirituality, then you have to be alert to protect it, to preserve it. Slowly you are growing in alertness, just like this child. Finally the child is able to stand and slowly walk, holding on to things it learns to walk, and then slowly it walks without any support. And finally a time comes when the child is jumping around even without paying attention to his legs. Correct? Becomes effortless. In yoga also the same thing it is. So the initial stages is what is called as Virala Chintana. You are not alert. The mind is turned towards God, turned towards self, there is bliss. But without my knowledge, the mind goes towards the sense world. The bliss comes down. Instead of bliss, there is only blister. Then suddenly there is pain. Again, bring it back. The pain is a warning signal. Oh, where am I? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyeන chikrashyate. Yato nischarati manaschanchalamasthiram tatastatho niyamyetat atmanyeva vashamani. This practice will continue. This is called as abhyas. Mind will go, bring it back. Mind will go, again bring it back, again bring it back. Slowly, 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 slowly. Abidance in the self, fixing the mind in God, paying attention to consciousness, as we have been discussing in the morning. Shifting the attention to consciousness becomes a habit. Anything which you continuously do, repeatedly do, becomes a habit. So dhyana or abhyasa has to be done. Two things. Number one, withdraw the mind from the world. Number two, fix the mind in the self. Two things. Detach, attach. Detach from the world, attach to self or God. What will help detach? Whose mobile is ringing on? I am here. Outside. Doesn't matter. Detach, attach. Detach from the world, attach to what will help in detachment? Vairagya. Dispassion. When I know that a sense object doesn't have joy content in it, then withdrawal of the mind from that sense object is very easy. Dispassion is not dislike or hatred. It is disinterest. This object doesn't have joy content. Then we understand, then we are easily able. So this is also a test. At the seat of meditation, where is the mind going? Just observe. Where the mind is going again and again, those are the places where we have to work on. Those are the people with whom I have to work on. Those are the relationships I have to work on. Those are the habits I have to work on. It's a symptom. Either there is raga or there is dvesha. Healthy relationship is a must with everyone, with everything, with every situation. What is the sign that I have a healthy relationship with a thing, being, or situation? Effortlessly I am able to apply the mind and withdraw the mind. That is a sign that the relationship is healthy. If there is a thing, being, or situation which is like a glue, mind goes there, gets stuck, then I have to work on that relationship, improve it. Healthy attachment has to be cultivated. Beware of unhealthy detachment. What is unhealthy detachment? You attend some satsang and then there is an attitude of indifference towards family members. I don't care. Do whatever you want. That is unhealthy detachment. Many times unhealthy detachment is misunderstood as healthy detachment. No, there's a difference. Unhealthy detachment is tamasic. Healthy detachment is sattvic. I love you, I care for you, but then I am not bound by you. That is healthy detachment. There are three types of relationship. Tamasic, rajasic and sattvic. What is tamasic relationship? Unhealthy detachment. I don't care. That is tamasic. Rajasic relationship. Unhealthy attachment. You are so attached to that person that all the time you are thinking of that person, worrying about that person, poking your nose into the business of that person, suffocating that person with your attachment. I know what is good, you must do that only. I don't want to hear anything else. Suffocate. Insist upon whatever you want to do, and finally the relationship is broken. That person runs away from you because no freedom is given. That is rajasic. So what is tamasic? Unhealthy detachment. What is rajasic? Unhealthy attachment. What is sattvic? Healthy attachment, healthy detachment. You are there with that person, you love that person, serve that person, you give freedom to that person. And at the same time, you know that this relationship is not going to remain forever. My relationship with God alone is permanent. My relationship with everybody in this world is impermanent. For some time we are together. A time will come when we all get separated. So at the back of the mind, this is there. So even when that person leaves you, when that relationship, it has to get separated. It doesn't create a heartbreak for you. You are able to cheerfully accept that change of event also. And that is called as healthy detachment. That kind of relationship you have to put. Otherwise, with unhealthy attachment with everyone or unhealthy detachment, you cannot meditate. But somewhere the mind is unhappy. And again, wherever the wounds are there, some relationship, some interaction, whichever has left any scar, wound, that will come back at the seat of meditation. It will bubble up, just like how the bubbles come up. You sit for meditation, that person will come. I think I should have asked over like that. What are you meditating on? Unless you have a healthy mind, that mind is not available for meditation. So this is called as Virala Chintana. Think of God and suddenly something goes, and the mind goes there. Again, come back, again it goes there. Meditation teaches us so many things about our mind. What kind of mind are we carrying? Whether it's a healthy mind or unhealthy mind. Which aspects mind is unhealthy? Which relationship has to be corrected, improved? Only with a healthy mind meditation is possible. So over a period of time, you will find that the quality of meditation is improving. Why the quality of meditation is improving? Because the quality of mind is improving. Meditation and mind, they are closely associated. That's why purity of mind is emphasized so much. Mind is everything. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandham mokshayoho. Mind alone is a cause of bondage. Mind alone is a cause of liberation also. Okay, so this is meditation with respect to quality. Now, meditation with respect to content. Next verse. Bheda bhavanat sohamityasau.
Bheda bhavanat sohamityasau.
Bhavana bhida pavani mata.
Bhavana bhida pavani mata.
Bheda bhavanat sohamityasau. Bhavana bhiga pavani mata.
Bhavana bhida pavani mata.
Yes. Now with respect to content, there are two types. One is meditation with Veda Bhavana. Second is meditation without Veda Bhavana. What is Veda Bhavana? I am different, God is different. That is called as Veda. Veda is difference. At the seat of meditation, I am here to meditate on God. But who is God? I am different from God. So God is a separate entity, I am a separate entity, I am meditating upon somebody who is different from me. So then that is called as Bheda Bhavana. Bhavana means meditation. What is the other one? Abheda Bhavana. What is Abheda Bhavana? There is no difference. Saha Aham Iti Asau Abheda Bhavana. Abheda Bhavana or Abheda Bhavana, both are same. That God is my own higher self. There is no difference. He is not somebody different from me. So what is Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi saying? Abheda Bhavana is higher than Bheda Bhavana. Again, here also there is no choice. Abheda Bhavana is no doubt superior, but it is difficult also. Klesho dhikatarastesham avyakta sattachetasam avyakta hivadir dukkham dehavadbihi avapyate. Dukkham avapyate, it is difficult. So start always from difference. So instead of soham, start from dasoham. Bhagavan, I am your dasa. How can I say I am you? No, I am your servant. You are Sarvatnya, I am Alpatnya. You are Sarvashaktiman, I am Alpashaktiman. All of you understand me. Sarvatnya, all knowing. I am Alpatnya. You are Sarvashaktiman, all powerful, I am Alpashaktiman. You are Sarvavyapi, I am Alpavyapi. You are Mayapati, I am Mayakasi. This will use Bhagavan, I am nobody. For Mahavajis. Bhagavan, all power ground. Bhedam is there. That is very easy in the reading. Don't say, I am he, I am Brahman and all. No. Bhagavan, I am not Brahma's name, I am Shunya's. You will be amazed. You just do this, your mind will be very peaceful. Do you want peace? Do this. Brahma's name may not give you peace. This one definitely will give you peace. Because when I am saying Aham Shunyasmi, I am puncturing the ego. All disturbances because of the ego only. Puncture the ego, get rid of all disturbance. Start from there. Slowly, slowly, as the mind becomes purer. Your mind is what? Mind without ego is called pure mind. Then a time comes when, out of His grace, you will experience that Soham state, out of His grace. So there is something called self-effort, there is something called God's grace. There is something which I have to do, there is something which God's grace has to do. You don't have to do the other part. You do what you are supposed to do. For example, if you have to go to sleep, you cannot consciously go to sleep. Yes or no? I will sleep at 10 o'clock. You may lie down, but sleep has to come and envelop you. You can't choose sleep. But yes, you can prepare for sleep. And what is the preparation? Just the opposite of sleep. Work hard, get exhausted, don't sleep. That is the preparation for sleep. Opposite. You see? You want to do something, but you just do the opposite thing, and that becomes a preparation for this thing. When you are tired, exhausted, you just lie down, that's all you will remember. I lie down, bus. Sleep takes over. In the same way, don't do soham, soham, soham. Hey, dasoham, 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 you do. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam. Those who worship me with all love, with all surrender, I give them knowledge. Dadami buddhiyogam. Teshamevanukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami atmabhavastha jnanadipena bhasvata. I light the lamp of knowledge and destroy the darkness of ignorance in their heart. You see? As the mind becomes purer and purer, intuitively you come to know your oneness with God. That happens out of His grace. And why did His grace descend? Because of your surrender. That is the symbolic meaning of that Sundarban story. And Hanumanji burns Lanka, comes to Bhagavan. Bhagavan says, Hanuman, you have done so many things. I am so grateful to you. I am indebted to you. I am not even able to stand in front of you. What this Bhagavan says in front of Hanuman. Eyes filled with tears of gratitude. Hanuman, how did you do it? I can't believe it. I am so indebted to you. And Bhagavan is in tears. Hanumanji immediately falls at the feet of Bhagavan. If you were to be there, what we would have done? Oh, is it so, Bhagavan? You see, Bhagavan himself is praising. Definitely it must be him. He cannot lie, so therefore Hanumanji was master devotee. He immediately fell at the feet of Bhagavan and said, Bhagavan, save me! Trahima. That was the greatest test. You see, some Tom, Dick and Harry praising you, you don't take care. Somebody great when he praises you, it affects you. Now suppose Bhagavan himself is praising you, then you are uprooted and thrown. But Hanuman was grounded, solid. In fact, it was Bhagavan's test. Hanumanji falls at the feet of Bhagavan. What does Bhagavan do? He was so happy. Bhagavan is a pakka devotee. He lifts him, hugs him, makes him sit next to him. That is called a Soham. What did Hanumanji do? Dasoham. I am at your feet, Bhagavan. What did Bhagavan do? He lifted, hugged him and made him sit next to him. Bhagavan blessed him with his own nature. You see, there is something which we have to do. There is something which God's grace has to do. What is the mistake we do? We don't do what we are supposed to do. We want to do what others have to do. We are stuck. So, Bheda Bhavana and Abheda Bhavana. Our point is this. Start with Bheda Bhavana. Cultivate all noble virtues, especially egolessness. You'll find in the last verse of Upadesha, it ends with Ahamapetakam nijavibhanakam mahat idam tapaha Ramanavak iyam. This is my word, Bhagavan. Ahamapetakam. That sadhana which you do, in which your ego is effaced, you drop your ego. So that Bhagavan can shine forth in your heart. That sadhana is a real tapas. Mahat tapas. Effacement of ego. That should be the goal. Not pampering the ego. To the extent we pamper the ego, there is a joy of the ego. But what are we losing? There is a pain of separation from God. Which is beneficial. People who are sensitive, for them the pain of separation is much more intense than joy of ego. Then you are true devotee. egoistic joy. And you are not even able to detect. You are getting separated from the Lord. These are all immaturity and insensitivity. Anyway, so the point is this. Two types of meditation depending upon what is it?
Quality. First is quality.
Content of meditation. What are you meditating upon? So slowly as the mind becomes pure, you come to know this consciousness itself is God. Shifting your attention to this consciousness becomes meditation. Consciousness is my higher nature. In the morning we were discussing aham vritti. See, aham vritti is my lower nature, aham is my higher nature. The personality of BMI is my lower nature, pure consciousness is my higher nature. So then, shifting the attention to consciousness becomes the highest meditation, and you are able to do it because the mind is pure. This meditation is possible only with a pure mind, not otherwise. To start a meditation which is easy, then you purify the mind, then you become fit to the highest meditation. What is that state of highest meditation? The next one, verse number 9. Bhava shunya sad bhava susthiti. Bhavana balad bhaktiruttama. Bhava shunya sad bhava susthiti. Bhavana balad bhaktiruttama. Yes, that highest state of meditation. What is that state? Bhava shunya sadbhava susthitihi. Susthitihi, firm abidance. Where sat bhava susthitihi. Sat bhava. Sat means a state of existence. Firm abidance in sat. Sat means truth. Sat means existence. Firmly abiding in that presence or in that consciousness, which is nothing but Satchidananda. And what about the thoughts? Bhava shunya. Their bhava means thoughts. Shunya, devoid of thoughts. So that state where there is no thought at all, you are firmly abiding in the self, which is of the nature of Satchidananda. That firm abidance is that final state. How do you get there? Bhavana balat. By the strength of bhavana. Bhavana means meditation. That state which is attained through repeated meditation, you attain that state. Mind is free from thoughts. No doubts, no confusions. There is silence. There is total fulfillment. It is sadbhava, chidbhava and ananda bhava also. There is only bliss. Mind is peaceful. And Bhagavan says, that is uttama bhakti. This is the greatest devotion. Many times we have this wrong notion. Devotion means I should cry, I should be, hair should stand on end, voice should choke. Not necessary. In Bhagavatam and all there is a description given. Not necessary. It all depends on what kind of personality you have. If you are an emotional personality, yes, crying, weeping and all that thing will happen. You will be dancing in joy and all. But if you are an intellectual personality, you will be silent. Like Ramana Maharshi. You will not find Ramana Maharshi singing, dancing, crying and all that. Many times we have always a wrong notion. No? Unless a person cries and weeps and dances, he has not attained that state. No, that is what is written in Bhagavad. The expression will depend upon your personality. There are people who are intellectual personalities, there are emotional personalities. Based upon your personality, expression of that knowledge will happen. You see, the definition of Uttama Bhakti. Your attention is upon consciousness. That is the expression of devotion. You see, what are you giving importance to? There your attention will be. So what is devotion? Giving highest importance to God is called devotion. What do you do when you give highest importance to something? Your attention is riveted there. That is called a susthiti. Your attention doesn't go anywhere else. That becomes the most important thing. Bhakti Uttama, yes, at the highest state. And this itself is the purpose of all yogas. That's the next verse. Hृत्स्थले मनः स्वस्थता क्रिया भक्ति योग बोधाश्च निश्चितम् हृत्स्थले मनः स्वस्थता क्रिया भक्ति योग बोधाश्च निश्चितम् all the paths, they have only one goal. Whatever be the path be, what are the paths? Kriya. What is Kriya? Kriya Yoga means Karma Yoga. Then Bhakti. Bhakti Yoga. Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga. Bodha. Jnana Yoga. Whatever the yoga may be. Hatha Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, whatever yoga. Goal is only one. What is the goal? Hೃತ್ಸ್ಥಲೆ ಮನಃ ಸ್ವಸ್ಥತಾ. Mind abiding in heart space. What do you mean heart? Pumping heart? Staring at heart? Heart means the center of your being. Core of your being, which roughly is at heart only, pumping heart also is true. Your attention is there in the heart space. So what is the center of our being? Consciousness is the center of our being. When the mind becomes pure, these mystic statements make sense. Otherwise it doesn't make any sense. We'll get confused only. We imagine some hot over top. That is not. We are on mystic statements to be understood only with the pure mind. Where do you experience intense joy and intense sorrow? That center is called heart. There's nothing to do with pumping heart. There is a pain and there is a joy. Next time, whenever you go through any of these emotions, just watch that space. That is the space. Hೃತ್ಸ್ಥಲಂ. When there's a surge of devotion, you will find that that point, your entire attention is in that point, unknowingly. Just gravitates there. Sometimes it is also called Hridaya Guha. Hridaya Guha. But Upanishad uses that. It's a Guha. Or mystic terms. Cave of the heart. Why all these terms are used? You see, as long as you are outside, you will not see what is inside the cave. Because outside too much of light is there. In the cave there is no light. So from outside you are peeping into the cave. Will you see anything? Then you enter into the cave. Sometimes you don't see anything. And slowly the eyes get adjusted to the darkness. And slowly, things manifest. Correct? Things are always there, but I am not able to see. As long as you are outside, you are not able to see. In the same way, as long as your attention is outside, you will never be able to see the Lord in the heart. When you withdraw your attention, go with Him. Remain there for some time with abhyasa. Slowly, the entities in the heart becomes manifest, revealed. Ego is also in the heart. God is also in the heart. And they are like two poles which are opposite to each other. As the ego enters, Lord vanishes. When ego vanishes, Lord enters. All this play you can see in the heart. So Mahatmas always ensure one thing: get out of this ego. Get out of this ego. So that Bhagavan will come and help. Hritsthale, Manaswastha. Finally, Bhagavan is rooted in the heart. Heart is ruled by the Lord. What does the mind do? It's abiding in the heart. At the feet of. Now the language of devotion, what is the language used? Remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. What is this remembering lotus feet of the Lord? They call it Hritsthale Manah. That Lord is present in the heart, your attention is there, you are experiencing bliss. So all the paths they brought is in the same thing. Come to the center of your being. Knowing yourself as you are. Abidance in your being. Being in the here and now. They are all one and the same. Hritsthale Manaswastha. So, apparently from the superficial angle, all the paths may appear to be different, but finally they are merging in the same point. So take whichever path you want. Finally, you have to know yourself as you are. Like the mountain, climbing mountain. Mountain is a very good example. In the beginning, two people are walking the mountain. One person is going from left to right, the other is going from right to left. At all stages they can be contradicting each other. But finally when you reach, so whatever path is suited for you, choose. If you are an action-oriented person, do Parama Yoga. If you are an emotion-oriented person, Bhakti Yoga is good. If you are an intellectual person, Jnana Yoga is good. Sometimes you are a mix of all this. Sometimes this, sometimes that. Someday this, someday that. Understand that all these are leading to sin. There is no contradiction. Otherwise, many times we find, one Mahatma is telling one way, the other Mahatma is telling another way. What is this? If Mahatmas themselves are fighting, what's the talk of us? It's very disturbing sometimes. Two great Mahatmas are fighting. No, that is not true. This is true. No, that is not true. And now whom to follow then? It's all one. Whatever path you sincerely follow it, finally you will reason. Great relief. Next comes the importance of pranayama. How pranayama can help in our sadhana. Very important, very useful tip. Vayurodhanat niyate manah. Jalapakshivat rodha sadhanam. Vayurodhanat liyate manah. Jalapakshivat rodha sadhanam. Yes, very, very, very useful practices. Sometimes mind is extremely disturbed. You don't know what to do with that mind. Restless, turbulent. What to do? This is an amazing technique. Vayurodhanat manah liyate. There is a gross way in which subtle mind can be restrained. And what is that gross way? Pranayama. Vayurodhanat. When you start restraining your breath, make the breath slow, steady. Take a deep breath, slowly release it. Again, take a deep breath, slowly release it. That is called as Vayurodhanat. What happens to the mind? The mind has no choice. It has to become silent. How? Jala pakshivat example is given. Like the bird caught up in the net. What is the nature of the bird? Very restless. You know that small bird can't sit quietly. Not the eagle bird. This is the small bird. What do you call it?
Hummingbird.
Hummingbird. That bird you have to imagine here. Very restless, but suppose a net is put. Bird has no choice. So who is the bird and who is the net? Mind is the bird. Pranayama is the net. How that bird becomes helpless. Now it cannot fly. Very wonderful technique. Vayurodhanat manah liyate. So when the mind is not cooperating with you, there are some days when the mind doesn't cooperate. So many thoughts. So then starts. Pranayamam pratyaharam nityanitya viveka vicharam japya sameta samadhi vidhanam kurvadhanam mahadhanam. Which text? Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modamate. So what is the first one? Pranayama. Then do pratyahara. Another great advantage of pranayama is the moment you start taking deep breath and slowly release it, at that time what you have to do? Just pay attention to the breath. Don't do multitasking. Swamiji, one side pranayama, other side what is business thinking. They go together. Don't do multitasking at all. Okay. Teach the mind to focus on one thing. When you pay attention to one thing, that attention is deep. The moment attention gets divided, the attention is shallow. If you want to gain knowledge on any field, go deep. And for that single pointed attention is necessary. So when you're doing pranayama, just watch your breath. sleep comes. When your mood is tamasic, then prana will help you come out of that tamasic mode. So many benefits. Health benefits, oh, plenty. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, all the physiological function becomes active in prana. So meditation also benefit, health-wise benefit, mind is quiet, a lot of benefits are there. This topic we will take up in detail tomorrow. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.